Sunrise, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Friday. It's been a long week. I'm Gary Liberatore, meteorologist Eric Gage joining us now. Starting off a little damp today.
A little damp. We got some rain showers coming in. On top of that, it's a rather on the chilly side. In fact, a cold rain enough to produce maybe some snow in the hilltops. Yes. Let's take a look at the radar scans right now. And as we enter this time of year, we always have to take these radar scans sometimes with a grain of salt. Now, nowhere saying it's lying here. It is raining, but no confirmations yet that it's officially snowing in sections of central New York here. So we're going to look out for reports of snow or just looking at our camera network here and seeing if we can pick up on some of the signals there. But either way, it is a damp start with some cold rain over the Mohawk Valley. Live look at downtown Utica. You see a pretty damp start to your morning. Now we look at temperatures, and in the lowest elevations, we are in the 40s and upper 30s. So certainly no rain expected there, or no snow expected there. But we're in the 30s, right around the mid 30s to low 30s in those higher elevations north and south of the Mohawk Valley. So after a cooler start today, yes, we're tracking a couple of rain showers this afternoon. Certainly not as dry as yesterday. This evening, though, right around 5 to 8 p.m. is looking mostly dry. If you have any Friday evening plans, rain shouldn't be too much of a factor. Now this weekend, my goodness, what a difficult forecast it's been trying to pinpoint this rain for Saturday and Sunday. We have a much better idea of how it shapes up both Saturday and for Mother's Day. We'll have all the latest updates on that coming up in a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. A student.
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Happy Friday, everybody. What a week it's been. Very busy here across central New York with a wide range of conditions. Here's your forecast in a minute, though, as you get set for your Friday and your weekend ahead. Current conditions outside right now, a little damp. Officially cloudy skies at Griffiths and Rome with some calm winds. We'll see those winds pick up again as we head into the early part of this afternoon. Sunrise at 5:50, sunset at 8:13. We're getting close to a month away from the summer solstice. So can you believe it? How fast this year is flying. Radar scans picking up a couple scattered rain showers. Yes, higher elevations reporting snowfall on the radar scans. So far, no confirmations it's snowing. But either way, if it is, it's not even going to produce anything, and it won't even last that long. Today, a couple more scattered showers in the early afternoon. It's certainly not as dry as yesterday. Temperatures are similar, though. In the meantime, dodging some of this rain, you might have some opportunity of doing some outdoor work. It might be a little damp, though. Tomorrow, a different story. Got some rain showers in the morning as well. Sunday, you notice I have a yes with a yellow color here. I mean, you might be dodging some rain in the morning hours, but for your mom, I think it's worth it to go out and mow the lawn for her. You guys see right here the temperatures and conditions for Mother's Day itself. We're in the 50s, pushing near 60 degrees with sunshine in the evening. Gary?
Boy, what a great card right there. I love that.
Thank you.
Eric, thanks. Well, it used to be a place to take a...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Today we begin with some lingering showers and overall damp conditions. We dry up, but there could be some more showers on the way. We look outside in Cooperstown this morning, a bit of a damp scene down in Cooperstown, Main Street right here. And overall, temperatures starting out in the 30s in some of these spots here in those higher elevations. So it all depends on location this morning on the temperatures you're starting with. Lowest elevations pushing near 40, but the rest of us upper 30s, low 40s here. So the radar picking up on that rain and what appears to be elevated snowfall. For now, no confirmed reports hitting the ground. You can see it pushing its way eastward toward the capital region. We're not done with rain, though. We look out to our west. We have another round of rain arriving, currently outside the Buffalo-Toronto metropolitan area, and that's going to push its way south and east, mainly skimming the Thruway corridor and south. But as you head throughout the day, after this morning and early afternoon's rainfall, we're climbing into the low to mid 50s this afternoon. Wind speeds, as I mentioned, going to get a little blustery in the afternoon, but not as breezy as yesterday. So, on our Skycast, pay attention timing-wise here, because when it comes to making plans this weekend, this would be rather important. So, today, you've got a couple of scattered showers in the early afternoon. We're not completely dry. However, between the time frame of 5 to 8 p.m. this evening, rainfall will fizzle out, and it's looking rather quiet. So this evening, maybe keep that umbrella handy, but you might not need it. And we're, of course, not expecting anything in terms of storms or anything like that. Then Saturday morning, we start out dry. Rain showers to our south. They're going to shift their way north a little bit. A couple stray showers in the early afternoon, not amounting to much, but still enough to potentially dampen some surfaces. Then as we head into the evening, yet again, it does dry up. Now Sunday, overnight into Sunday morning, I should say, we're going to see rainfall approach yet again. It's a cloudy and damp morning. Once that front passes, Sunday afternoon is looking dry. It's looking sunny with highs in the 60s. Now, still though, it's cutting it close for that rainfall. And there's a lot of moving parts here, but this is the general idea of how the weekend's shaping up. And we got some somewhat good news here in the long-range forecast. It's between the 16th and 23rd of May. Notice, there's no blues over the northeast. Yes, we're still in the gray area, but that means normal. Normal means 60s and 70s. Now, although pollen counts will be increasing, certainly low 60s beyond the middle of May. We'll certainly take that, Gary. And now all we have to do is add some sunshine to that recipe, and we're talking about a pretty nice end of the month. So fingers crossed it pans out that way.
Mother's Day not looking too bad right now.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. Eric, thanks. The time right now. Good morning once again, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. We are about to embark on a weekend to honor all of the mothers out there. And Eric, we are getting it all started today with a bit of a damp and cool morning.
Yeah, that's right. We've got a couple of rain showers we're tracking here across the Mohawk Valley. Let's jump into it here. Here's a look at the radar scans right now. As you can see, we got rainfall pushing through Herkimer, Fulton, Montgomery, Otsego counties, now entering Schoharie County. And yes, on the radar scans, we got some blue, which of course symbolizes snowfall. Now, to be fair, this time of year, we can have the radar scans somewhat hallucinate these types of snow events. So needless to say, this could just be all rain. There could be some mixing taking place, but again, no confirmed reports of snow hitting the ground at any point this morning. Behind it, there'll be more rain arriving in the next few hours, but in the meantime, you can see here after a rainy start in downtown Utica, we have a glimpse of sunshine. Expect a scene like this pretty much for the first half of the day today. Rain chances, then a peak of sunshine, then rain, then sunshine again. One of those very unique circumstances of just a mixed bag of weather. Temperatures in the 40s in the Mohawk Valley right now, 40 officially in Rome. We're at 36 heading down into Hamilton and 33 up in Saranac Lake. Now today, we'll see highs peaking in the low to mid 50s, but that really won't take place until the second half of the afternoon once the rain exits and we start to see more unobstructed sunshine. So if you have any plans today, the evening, 5 to 8 p.m. is a lot nicer than we'll be, say, around noontime. In fact, this weekend has been very inconsistent with the data telling us when the rain's going to arrive, but we have a much better idea than we did, say, a day or two ago on how the rain's shaping up for Saturday and for, most importantly, Mother's Day. We'll track that for you, and with all the latest data coming in the next few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. More
News Channel 2 is brought to you by Holland Farms Bakery and Deli. This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Happy Friday, everybody, and of course, a very important weekend on the dock for this coming weekend. And we start out with a look at your photo of the day today, which brings us to the countryside of Madison. Look at this shot sent in by Peggy Ann of a beautiful scene of some low-lying cumulus clouds, some high-level cirrus clouds in the distance, and just overall a breathtaking snapshots of all of the hills, the rolling hills in Madison County. So, amazing photo there. If you have one like this you would like to send to us, go to WKTV.com/weather/pics. So today, certainly it starts out a little chilly, a little damp. We got a couple scattered showers to track up the early morning and the late morning, early afternoon. Saturday, a couple scattered showers as well. Sunday, starting out damp, but we could see some sunshine returning in the afternoon. We're going to go hour by hour for that weekend forecast coming up in a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. New Mexico prosecutors are
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We are starting out your day today rather on the damp side. We're taking a look at Cooperstown right now where a rain shower passed through. Streets a little damp, but things are drying up a little bit. Temperature at 36 degrees, so certainly a bit chilly out there this morning. We look at the radar scans, and a lot of the rainfall that fell early this morning has since exited, and you can see the brunt of it heading toward the capital region right now. We zoom out, we've got more rain on the way. Now, the brunt of this is actually going to fall in the southern valleys or mainly south of the Thruway corridor. This doesn't mean we're completely out of the woods here in the Mohawk Valley and north, but just means that the heaviest rain stays in the southern tier. So that arrives in a couple of hours. In the meantime, it will be a drier start to your morning once this rain has exited. Temperatures peak in the low to mid 50s this afternoon, but you notice here it doesn't really take place until the 4 to 6 p.m. time frame here. This is when we mostly dry up. When it comes to rain chances, look at this right here. Early afternoon, still a bit rainy. By 5 to 8 p.m., that's where our best shot for seeing some drier conditions. So, pay attention here in our Skycast, especially if you have any plans this weekend, because we're dodging rain here and there all 3 days. Starting today, you see here a couple scattered afternoon rain showers. By the evening, it does dry up. So if you have any evening plans through the late overnight, yes, it does cool down in the 30s with some patchy frost Saturday morning, but it's going to be mostly dry. Saturday at 6 a.m., rain showers south of Route 23 in the southern valleys. It's going to slowly encroach its way north. So by the early afternoon Saturday, a couple scattered showers certainly possible. It does dry up a little bit. We're going to track another band of rain as we head into Saturday evening through Saturday night. This arrives around midnight. Some models have it coming in right around sunset. So a little variability there with the arrival of that rain Saturday evening. Now, Sunday starts out damp with that passing rain shower, and then by the afternoon, it does look dry and sunny with highs in the low 60s. Not too bad of a day for Mother's Day, right? Now, some models are showing rainfall arriving late Sunday into Monday morning. This one shows dry conditions. For now, I'm going to stick with the dry scenario here. There's just not enough evidence for me to tell you that it's going to rain Sunday night. Now, following this weekend and following much of next week, we go from the 16th to 23rd. We're skipping ahead 8 to 14 days. And look at this. Yes, we're in the gray zone here in the Northeast, but no more blues. Now, I know we've got so much warmth out in the Midwest, and we haven't seen any of it recently, but we're making some progress here. We go from the 50s, low 50s to low 60s up into the 60s as we head into the afternoon hours, earliest into the weeks ahead for the second half of May. So hopefully, once we get those warmer temperatures, we may get some sunshine along with it too. So looking at a pretty warm stretch of weather looking ahead toward the end of May.
So possibly mow today.
Mow today, once the rain ends, maybe a little damp, but at least it'll be sunny out closer to the evening hours.
No mowing tomorrow.
Maybe late, who knows?
Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:54. Still
The news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this Friday. It is Friday, right?
It's Friday, finally
Yeah.
Friday, Gary.
It's been a long week.
Very long week, and certainly we can finally end it with some, yes, rain showers, but we have some sunshine mixed in, and certainly Mother's Day might not even be too bad. We'll take a look outside. First off, the latest on the radar scans right now here across central New York. So early this morning, we began with a couple rain showers passing through the Mohawk Valley. They are now exiting Fulton, Montgomery, Schoharie County out toward the Albany area. But as soon as that rain shower leaves, we got this rain here out to our west. Here's a look at some of that rain eventually passing mainly south of the Utica area, impacting the southern valleys, southern tier, but we could still see a couple of stray showers from it. Just the heaviest of it will pass to our south. Now, yes, the radar scan showing blue, which could indicate some snow, right? Well, so far, no confirmed reports, and just based off of the temperatures, which are struggling to even hit the 32-degree mark, I think it's very unlikely that any is even hitting the ground. Live at downtown Utica, that rain that we saw on the radar, there it is, right out in the distance. This is facing the eastern sky. We got clear skies over Utica right now and a pretty quiet early morning. So for the next 1 to 2 hours, it's going to be that way. It's a bit chilly in the 30s, but mostly dry. Rain showers are still out to our west. We will see that approach as we head into the early afternoon and late morning. So although today's highs will be in the low to mid 50s, we're not really going to see that temperature until closer to the late evening once all that rain exits, and we'll see some sunshine to wrap up your week, or your work week, that is. Now this weekend, it's been a very complicated forecast the last few days to try to pinpoint the exact timing of rain. The data has been all over the place, but I have a pretty good idea of how it does shape up this weekend. I'm going to go hour by hour. If you have any plans this weekend, I'll explain when the best time to do them will be coming up in that full forecast. Gary?
Eric, thanks. A student walking to...
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Happy Friday. What a busy week it's been, and certainly we got a busy week on tap for Mother's Day weekend. Let's jump right into it, though, in your forecast in a minute. We first begin with current conditions. Sunshine has moved in after a rainy morning. Temperature 37, partly cloudy at Griffiths. Calm winds. Sunrise at 5:50, so already seeing that early morning sunshine. A look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 radar. We tracked some rain passing through the Mohawk Valley, and a big shout out to a viewer who let me know. Apologies, I missed it earlier, missed the email. Snow was reported in Skenevis. So with the radar scans indicating that blue there showing snow showers, all we had to do was have a single confirmation that hit the ground. So how about that? We have officially reported snow showers this late in the season. Behind it, though, you can see more rain is on its way. That'll mainly fall south of the Mohawk Valley, but still, a couple of those showers can make it into the Mohawk Valley and north. Highs are in the 50s. We got some sunshine in the evening, so time frame-wise, it's a dry early morning, a rainy late morning and early afternoon, and a dry evening between 5 and 8 p.m. So if you want to do any yard work today, dodging some of that rain. If you wanted to do it, go right ahead. Saturday, a rainy start, mainly the early afternoon, but if you want to do it in the evening, possibly. Sunday, it starts out a bit damp. Certainly you can choose not to. Again, it's your call. Either way, I would do it because it's Mother's Day. Do it for your moms out there. Go out and mow those lawns here. You got temperatures starting out in the 50s, climbing into your 60 with some afternoon sunshine. Gary?
Love that card. That is pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Eric, thanks. Well, it used to be a place...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Happy Friday. We got a very important weekend ahead of us, guys, and certainly it's going to be maybe a bit rainy here and there, but we will see some sun and we will see some warmer temperatures compared to today. Here's a look outside in Cooperstown. Temperature 36 crisp degrees out there, and it was chilly enough where most of us got to see a cold rain this morning, maybe some isolated frost for those spots that didn't see any rain, but also some snow in the hills of Otsego County. That was our official report. I put a call out on social media if any of you guys in those higher elevations saw any snowfall. Now we have confirmation that we at least saw it reach the ground. Aside from that, it wouldn't really amount to much. If anything, it's going to be melting as we're already above freezing. You see here that rain exiting toward the Albany area. A couple more scattered showers approaching in the next few hours. So we got this window of 1 to 2 hours of dry weather before more of this arrives. So the pattern today, keeping our temperatures on the cooler side, at least until the evening. The reason for that is because the rainfall chances. Look at this right here. 10 to 2 p.m., rather unsettled. After that, we are drying up for the most part. Wind speeds not as breezy as yesterday, but a little breezy between the 2 to 4 p.m. time frame of 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusts potentially a little higher. But either way, let's jump into the Skycast because I want you guys to pay attention here for this coming weekend because we were dodging rain chances and it all depends on timing and location. So today, you see here a couple scattered showers in the early afternoon. By 5 to 8 p.m., you see here the rain begins to fizzle out. And it's pretty dry closer to sunset. We're down into the 30s overnight, and you can see here some rain showers approaching mainly in the areas south of Route 23 between Norwich and Oneonta. Then after that, we'll see a couple more scattered showers approach in the early afternoon. So Saturday, not completely dry. Watch out for a couple of those showers. By 5 p.m., we could see some sun, highs pushing near 60, a stray shower or two. Now, the first inconsistency with the data here shows rainfall arriving well after 10, 11 o'clock midnight on Saturday. I think there could be some variability here. The earliest goes around sunset, so about a 6-hour variability time frame for that initial rain. So either way, the early evening will be dry Saturday. Late evening, you could be seeing some rain. Sunday starts out damp with a few scattered rain showers. Sunshine moves in the afternoon with highs in the 60s. So overall, not too bad of an afternoon. Closer to the evening, again, some model data indicating rainfall arrives between 6 p.m. and midnight. This one shows dry weather. So for now, I'll stay with my gut instinct, which is telling me that much of Sunday will be dry. If any rainfall will arrive, I think it'll be well after sunset. And then finally, we're looking at the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook. Remember, I've been showing this map the last couple of times. We've been in the blue zone, the dark reds out in the west. Now we're starting to see that cold air recede. We're at an average temperature range between the 16th and 23rd of May. Well, what does that mean? Between the 16th and 23rd, our average high temperature will be increasing. We go into the upper 60s to low 70s for your average high for this time of year. We'll be right back.
Good morning once again, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. The dampness is lifting and the sun is now shining. And Eric, it looks like not a bad start to Mother's Day weekend here.
Yeah, that's right, Gary. We have some drying conditions this morning. Now, we do have some more rain to track, but we also have plenty of sun to track as well. One of those unique type of weekends, right? Well, let's take a look right now first at the Yorkville Battery Live radar. So early this morning, we saw some rain, some higher elevations, saw some snow. Yes, I'm not kidding. We're talking about it being the 8th of May. I'm already getting ahead of myself here, but either way, we have a couple more rain showers approaching as we head into, say, the late morning and early afternoon. You can see it here. The brunt of this is going to fall in the southern valleys and southern tier, but still, a couple stray showers can't be ruled out. Sunshine has moved in, and expect this to be the scene today, mixed in with a couple of these scattered rain showers again in the early afternoon. Temperatures starting out in the 30s. We climb into the 50s this afternoon, but the warmest time of the day will actually be closer to the evening. Once that rain chance exits, you can see here right around 5 to 8 p.m. is our driest period of the day and the warmest period of the day. So if you have any evening plans, evening dates, you name it, you got a pretty nice evening for that. Now, this weekend, as I mentioned, we're going to be seeing a mix of rain, of sunshine. So it could be gloomy and cloudy all weekend long, but that's not the case. So we do have some sunshine to track. We'll talk about that, and we'll time out any of those rain chances for you coming up in a few minutes. Gary?
Eric, thanks. More hostilities.
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Welcome back to Sunrise on this Friday morning. Our final photo of the day this week brings us to the hills of Madison County as we take a look inside Madison of a beautiful countryside. This is from Peggy Ann of a breathtaking scene of some low-lying little cumulus clouds there, high-level cirrus clouds, the sun in the distance, and just in general, that beautiful hilly countryside that's we call home here in central New York. Amazing shots. I always love making a trip down into Madison County. It's an underrated portion of the state, in my opinion. Some very beautiful rolling hills and valleys. So if you have a photo like that you'd like to send to us, go to WKTV.com/weather/pics. That photo and every photo of your morning brought to you by GPO Federal Credit Union. So today, we start out with some sunshine after some very early morning rainfall. We're going to see some scattered showers return again this late morning, early afternoon. Saturday, a couple scattered showers in the middle of the day, and then following that, Sunday, maybe a bit of a damp start, but again, we might have some drier weather. So basically, sun, clouds, you name it, rainfall, bit of a unique weekend here, but we'll time it out for you. If you have any plans for Mother's Day weekend, straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. New Mexico prosecutors are looking to...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
The time now is 6:48, and it is time to welcome the newest member of our Morning Mug Club. The National Alliance on Mental Illness affiliate serving both Herkimer and Oneida counties is planning to provide a peer-led family support group for adults who have loved ones experiencing mental health condition symptoms. The family support group will meet on the first Monday of each month at the Frankfort United Methodist Church at 4224 Acme Road in Frankfort starting in June. The support group aims to help participants gain insight from the challenges and successes of others facing similar experiences. For more information, you can call that number 481-5815 or email namieherkimer@gmail.com. And if you would like to become a member of our Morning Mug Club, our contact information is listed right there on your screen. The Morning Mug Club is proudly brought to you each morning by Holland Farms.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We have a pretty important weekend ahead of us, right? We got Mother's Day weekend, and so let's just jump into it when it comes to the latest conditions. We'll take a look right now outside from our tower cam overlooking the city of Utica here, and we've got a pretty busy scene right now. We've got the sun starting to shine over the city and temperatures initially in the 30s, so a little chilly. Early morning rain, and yes, snow was reported in the hills of Otsego County, reported in Skenevis, so we already have had a snowy morning in some parts of the area. But either way, as we head throughout the morning, we're of course going to see some more rain arrive from this band of showers here, mainly falling in the southern valleys and southern tier, but you see the northward edge of this could produce some light showers in the Mohawk Valley and maybe a bit more to the north. But the more north you go, the more dry you'll be today. Throughout the day, we'll see highs climb into the mid-50s to low 50s, and that's mainly in the evening hours. You see here rain chances primarily in the late morning and early afternoon. Following that, your evening will be mostly dry. Wind speed today peaking between 2 and 5 p.m. We're talking 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. Nothing very strong, but certainly a little blustery throughout the day. So on our Skycast, this is the part I want to focus on the most here, especially when it comes to timing and location of rain this weekend, because as I mentioned, we've got sunshine chances, we've got rain chances, and it's best to know the timing of it. You guys have any plans for this weekend? So today you see here a couple scattered rain showers in the early afternoon. By the evening it begins to fizzle out, and we've got sunshine turning to clear skies early tonight. 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, rain showers begin mainly south of Route 23, and they will slowly encroach central New York throughout the morning. You can see here a couple more light rain showers in the early afternoon. High temperatures in the upper 50s, low 60s. A stray shower or two, but much of the area actually could see some sunshine by 5 p.m. Now, this time frame here, Saturday night, as we see some inconsistency in the data. We are tracking some rain arriving. The arrival time is variable by around 6 hours. You can see here, this arrives after midnight. Some other data shows after sunset. So either way, the brunt of the rain will arrive when the sun begins to set over the horizon. So just the variability there is the only inconsistency. Sunday morning starts out damp. We have some clouds, a couple scattered showers. Sunshine works in the afternoon. A pretty nice afternoon if you guys have any plans for your Mother's Day. But we could see some rain arriving later in the evening through the overnight. This model here shows it completely dry. I'm still thinking we're going to see some rain later on in the evening, but at least for now, I'm leaning more toward the dry solution here. So, following that, you see here on this map, we've got some changes in that 8 to 14 day outlook. We have some normal conditions for once moving its way in. So, following this week and much of next week into mid-May, we could be seeing some more average temperatures, which this time of year means upper 60s, low 70s. So fingers crossed we'll see that increase. But again, this weekend, we've got rain chances this afternoon, early afternoon, rain chances tomorrow in the same time frame, and then early in the morning on Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon for Mother's Day looks pretty good right now.
And pretty sunny, too.
Yeah. Eric, thanks. Well, health expert Eric Gage joining us now. And Eric, a decent day out there so far to start our big Mother's Day weekend?
Yeah, we had some sunshine to start, and now, well, we got maybe some light rain, but we've got periods of it, and then sure enough this evening, more sun will shine again. Let's take a look at the radar right now. And again, as you mentioned, we got some rain rolling through mainly the southern valleys as expected. So far, things are shaping up pretty consistently with our early morning forecast. So despite that, we still have a pretty difficult forecast this weekend. Not so much in terms of, types of things we'll be seeing, but more or less positioning of the rainfall. A look at downtown Utica right now, as you can see here, a pretty damp scene, mostly cloudy, but not any consistent steady rain. That's reserved for Cooperstown, a live view down there, damp roadways, temperatures in the low 40s. So a bit of a cooler afternoon here across central New York. In fact, it's still at 39 in Binghamton. You can see where that rainfall is impacting the most, which is in the southern tier. Heading up in the Mohawk Valley, it's 46, sunshine, and 50 in Watertown. Now, following this early afternoon rain and clouds, the sun will return. Don't worry, this is only a small period of rainfall. As I mentioned today, not too bad. We'll peak into the mid-50s. Tonight, we're down into the 40s and 30s. Now, this weekend favors a few rain chances, some sun chances, and some warmer temperatures. We'll go down hour by hour for that all-important Mother's Day weekend forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. State police have not yet released the
WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon, everybody. A few scattered rain showers passing over central New York, but more importantly, how is the weekend shaping up? Here's a quick preview. An afternoon shower Saturday. After a damp start, we have some sunshine in the afternoon for your Mother's Day, but there's more to the story than just these two pictures, so let's jump in. Here we are with a look at the radar and satellite. You, of course, see that rain mainly falling south of the Utica area, or at least in the Mohawk Valley and south. Behind it, though, look at this. We got some sunshine arriving again. This is only a brief period of clouds and rain. Highs for the day peaking in the low to mid 50s, so it's certainly a bit chilly right now, but we're going to peak in the 4 to 6 p.m. time frame here before we cool back down into the 30s tonight. So on our Skycast, you see here after a window of sunshine this morning, a few clouds, some damp conditions, a couple scattered rain showers in the afternoon. You see here we have some more sunshine arriving. Now tonight, it's mostly quiet, temperatures falling into the 30s. Now early tomorrow, this is a snapshot at 6 a.m. We begin with some rain mainly south. It's going to slowly approach as we head into the early afternoon here. A couple of light rain showers. It's not amounting to much right now. This doesn't look anything very major in terms of notable showers. Following that, we'll have some opportunity for sun in the evening, followed by quiet conditions overnight, at least before we're going to see a round of rain. Now, that round of rain overnight, variable in the arrival time. A lot of inconsistencies with that time frame here, but at least for now, I can tell you it's going to happen after sunset at some point Saturday night. Sunday starts out damp and cloudy. Sunshine arrives in the early afternoon, highs in the upper 50s to low 60s. So for Mother's Day, not too bad here. Now, in the late evening, there's a possibility of a round of rain arriving, gliding along a frontal boundary. We'll keep a close eye on that possibility, but at least for now, you can see our data here showing a mostly sunny solution here toward the evening and beyond. So in terms of conditions this weekend, we have had rainier and cloudier stretches of weather, so make sure you get out and enjoy it, especially on Sunday. Now, we also have some good news here, too, regarding the temperature trend. Look at this, the 16th to 23rd. We're talking the second half of May. And you notice, of course, we don't have any reds here, but we don't have any blues. We are in the gray zone, which means normal temperatures arriving 8 to 14 days from now. The trend is shifting. The cold air is receding. And for those of you that don't have this on the top of your head, the average temperature between the 16th and 23rd of May goes from 67 to 70 degrees. So bear that in mind for possible temperatures looking ahead to the second half of May. But for now, we're just dealing with below average temperatures, at least for the next 6 to 10 days. You see here we're in the upper 50s, low 60s, cooling back down to low 60s again by next week, upper 50s. Sunshine chances here and there, so certainly it's not a bit of a washout, but after this cool stretch, as I mentioned, there are signs pointing to some warmer days ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The cruise ship affected by
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Happy Friday, everybody. This weekend, pretty eventful. Mother's Day weekend is here, and with it, we have your forecast for it. We take a look at a quick overview of the weekend, and as you see here, we got an afternoon shower on Saturday, and after a damp start Sunday, we have some sunshine in the afternoon. But there's more to this simple image here, so let's jump into it. We begin first off with a look at the radar and satellite, a couple scattered showers passing over us. Now, after this rain, that was the brunt of the rainfall today. Following that, sunshine works its way in, and it's going to be a pretty quiet evening across the region. You see here, with the rain ending, we finally get those temperatures to climb into the low to mid 50s. Rain chances, as you see here, decrease as we head between 5 p.m. through sunset. So be sure to enjoy your evening hours today. Wind speeds as well, a little blustery. They will also calm down as we head into the evening as well. So on our Skycast today, as you see here, that rain passing over us, sunshine moving in. Now as we approach the overnight hours tonight, we're going to see quiet conditions, patchy frost, and then rain beginning to arrive initially south early Saturday. South of Route 23 is the initial round of rain. As we head throughout the morning, it'll slowly progress north. Spotty light rain. This is not going to be anything very notable. In fact, probably barely any measured rain aside from some damp surfaces. As you approach the afternoon into the evening, 3 to 5 p.m., the sun moves in. Highs approaching the upper 50s, maybe hitting that 60-degree mark in the lowest elevations. A couple of showers overnight. Now here comes Mother's Day. Sunday, 6 a.m. to start. We have some clouds, some damp conditions, lingering early morning drizzle. By noontime, the sun is in full force. Highs already approaching the low 60s. As you approach the evening, we could be dealing with a stray shower. This is, of course, mainly south and east of Utica, mainly in the southern valleys toward the Catskills. So we'll closely watch that. And that, again, takes place in the evening. So for now, at least, our in-house model here shows completely dry conditions. We'll see how the latest data favors rainfall for the second half of the weekend. Following this weekend, I got some good news for you guys when it comes to warmer temperatures. We've been stuck in that cooler pattern, and we were in that blue zone much of the Northeast. Well, things are changing now. Following the 16th to 23rd, so second half of the month, this month, we're no longer seeing below average or right around normal. I know we're not seeing any above average temperatures. That's reserved for the Midwest, but keep in mind, 16th to 23rd of the month, temperature-wise, on average, that means 67 to 70 degrees. So maybe we'll see more closer to upper 60s, low 70s following the middle of the month. But at least for now, though, we're still hovering in that cooler pattern. Upper 50s, low 60s, the trend here. Yes, we're dodging some rain Saturday, damp start for Mother's Day, sunshine in the afternoon. After that, brief round of rain overnight, and then we have some sunshine and dry weather Monday and Tuesday before more rain and some slightly warmer temperatures arrive Wednesday and Thursday. Gary?
Eric, thank you. We are back with News Talk.
Meteorologist James DeFazio. Okay, well, maybe later we should circle this, but can you find the hummingbird in this picture?
The poor hummingbird.
Right, I see it right there, right?
It is there, yes, but I wanted to point out it did snow this morning.
Yeah, this other stuff is snow.
It ended up really pleasant, but on the hilltops of our southern valleys, we saw snow this morning, and fortunately we warmed up all the way into the mid-50s this afternoon and evening, and it ended up being a pleasant evening. Fortunately, we are going to be saying goodbye to that very, very nasty, dreary weather. Although it's going to be a chilly night tonight. Temperatures in the 30s, primarily across central New York. A couple areas still hanging on to the lower 40s, but most of us down into the upper 30s already. We're anticipating a widespread light frost tonight. Current conditions, 39 degrees with clear skies at Griffiths and Rome. Clear skies and calm winds. That's that perfect combination for temperatures to get nice and cool. We'll see lows tonight in the mid-30s. Dry weather continues on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. We're continuing to track showers that are going to arrive for your day tomorrow. The warmest day of the forecast period is Mother's Day, as deserved by all the moms out there. Shout out to all the mothers. And highs on Sunday look to be in the low 60s with partly sunny skies. Coming up, we'll break down the entirety of your weekend forecast, as well as what to expect after that. Jason?
All righty, thank you, sir. Oneida County.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday evening. It ended up being a decent evening. We saw pleasant conditions. It took all day, but temperatures finally got into the mid-50s and the sun did come out. Pleasant conditions continue this evening, but it's turned chilly. We're seeing temperatures in the low 40s and upper 30s. We're going to see areas of frost overnight tonight. Lows are going to get down into the mid-30s. We're tracking rain showers for tomorrow, especially during the afternoon and evening. And then a partly sunny Mother's Day. Mother's Day looking very mild as well as relatively sunny. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. You can ignore the glitches on the screen there from the radar beams. It is quiet and dry out there. 39 degrees with clear skies at Griffiths and Rome and calm winds. And that combination of calm winds with clear skies should allow temperatures to easily drop into the mid-30s. The bigger picture showing we're tracking an area of low pressure that's off to the south. It's going to lift northward overnight tonight, and it's going to bring rain to the southern valleys as well as the Catskills by early tomorrow morning. The rest of central New York and the Mohawk Valley sees rain during the afternoon and evening. We also see a round of rain overnight ahead of Mother's Day, and then as Mother's Day settles in, beautiful weather settles in for the remainder of Sunday, partly sunny skies thanks to high pressure. look at your Clinton tractor and implement Mowcast. It's going to be it's probably going to be too wet tomorrow to get the lawn cut. Maybe if you get up really early and hit it before the showers work in. However, Sunday and Monday both looking like good opportunities to cut the grass. Tonight's Skycast showing temperatures dropping into the 30s. That rain beginning to approach from the south. As we head into tomorrow morning, the rain begins to overspread the area southeast of Utica. As we head into the afternoon and evening, all of central New York sees a little bit of rain, scattered showers. Overnight, we get a bit of a break during the evening, and then as we head into the overnight, a round of rain ahead of Mother's Day. And then as we head into Mother's Day morning, beautiful conditions settle in. It takes a couple of hours. It's a bit of a damp morning Sunday morning, but the mothers get a nice reward. A look at your 7-day forecast. We do have a rather chilly night tonight, although not nearly as chilly Saturday night into Sunday. Beautiful weather Sunday for Mother's Day. Beautiful weather Monday and Tuesday in mid-50s. Showers return for Wednesday and Thursday.
For a first look at the forecast with meteorologist James DeFazio. So this is all snow.
Yes, it snowed this morning.
Show me where the hummingbird is in this.
It's just floating right there. Just poor little guy.
Right there.
Poor little guy. Just wanted to remind everyone that it did get that nasty on the hills, both north and south of the Mohawk Valley. We saw some rain and snow showers mixed in both north and south inlets. I'm trying to think. Inlets, Lake Pleasant, West Leiden. Some of the hills of Otsego County all reported snow showers earlier this afternoon. Skenevis all reported a little bit of snow. It lasted a short amount of time, and then we did warm up this evening. Taking a look at temperatures across the area, the 40-degree mark, the 45 degrees in Little Falls, that's an incorrect reading. We're down into the 30s region-wide, and it's chilly out there tonight. And we're going to see areas of patchy frost as we head into the overnight. By tomorrow morning, we will see a hard frost. We're down to 37 degrees with clear skies at Griffith and Rome, and it's that clear skies combined with the calm winds that are going to allow for temperatures to drop further down into the mid-30s. Dry weather on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. That continues until tomorrow morning. Then showers begin to arrive across the southern tier. The warmest day of the next 5 is going to be Mother's Day, which they deserve. We're going to have highs in the low 60s this Sunday. Coming up, we'll have a look at the entirety of your forecast. Jason?
All right, thank you, James.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good Friday evening. Bill is off this evening. We are taking a look at downtown Utica, where it is very chilly outside. Temperatures have dropped down into the 30s. We're going to see areas of frost overnight. We may even get into the lower 30s at the rate that the temperatures are dropping. Rain showers make their arrival tomorrow morning, and they really settle in tomorrow afternoon and evening. And when we're tracking a very nice day for Mother's Day, partly sunny weather and dry conditions. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is quiet and dry, and it will stay that way through the overnight tonight. It changes during the morning tomorrow across the southern valleys. 37 degrees with clear skies at Griffith and Rome. It's clear skies with calm winds that allows the temperature to free fall. Dew point down at 32 makes me think that we're going to get down into the mid to lower 30s for lows tonight. We're tracking this area of low pressure off to our south. It's going to lift northward. It's going to affect our southern valleys before it affects central New York and the Mohawk Valley. During the morning, the southern valleys see rain, steady showers. Then as we head into the afternoon, central New York gets in on the action, as does the Mohawk Valley. A break during the evening, and then another round of rain overnight before Mother's Day. A round of showers sets the stage for a beautiful day on Sunday. Dry weather for the entirety of the day thanks to high pressure, and beautiful conditions for celebrating with Mom. your Clinton Tractor and Implement Mowcast. Tomorrow looking a little too wet to get the lawn cut most likely. Sunday and Monday both present good opportunities to get out and get that grass cut. A look at your Skycast for tonight. Temperatures drop steadily. We get all the way down into the mid-30s. It's going to be rather chilly. Patchy frost, especially across the North Country, a hard frost across the North Country. Clouds increase as the night progresses. Those showers begin to slide in during the morning hours south and east of Utica. Continue to become more widespread as we head into the afternoon and evening. We all see a light, brief shower. Dry conditions during the beginning of the evening and beginning of the overnight, but as we head into the overnight, a widespread shower works across central New York, and then drier conditions settle in for Sunday. Sunday looking very pleasant with decreasing clouds and highs up in the low 60s. A look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking a beautiful finish to the weekend after a very rainy start. Mother's Day looking beautiful with highs in the low 60s. Pleasant but chilly weather continues Monday and Tuesday. Highs in the mid-50s with partly sunny skies. Showers return Wednesday and Thursday. Mid-50s continues. Then we begin a warm-up as we head towards next weekend.